Yes.
Yeah, I keep running into people, friends or family or acquaintances who are like meaning to do something well for New Orleans, and they're like knitting 1,000 bunny rabbit, you know, or something that they think people need down there, but they don't necessarily really know what people need who are in the Gulf Coast recovering. What's the best way to, you know, get someone plugged in that can actually help out rather than, you know?
I would say contact organizations who are doing work. Because I remember when our community was empty, and everybody wanted to give us food. I said, man, no people here. What we need food for? You know? And so everybody wanted to bring clothes. Nobody did. You know, and Mark, you know, when I first met her, the first thing I told her, I said, we need rebuilding equipment. From day one. We need lumber. You know, we need tractors. You know, we need saws, tree saws. I mean, that's what we need.
Right.
I mean, we put up a tent, and next thing I know, some guys from Common Ground mean well. They came down with 20 cases of apple, and we ain't got but no more than 10 people in our whole community.
Everybody was pretty sick of apples.
And, you know, and they came in, and I said, man, please, you know, we don't need this, you know. And so I think that, you know, and that's even with our distribution center, we had food and we had clothes, but it wasn't Second Harvest. Second Harvest, and we started doing the work, and people started, Second Harvest been coming, it was begging us, come on man, won't y'all let's come in. They bring 18-wheel into your community. They bring all this food in. First of all, you got to unload it. So you have to find somewhere to put it. Now, and because people coming in, you put it all out. My brother come in, he gonna take all the tuna, I can tell you that right now. You know, he's coming in, he's taking all the fish, you know, canned goods, all the peas. You know, he's coming in, he love him some rice, but he's taking all the rice. So in order to control those distribution, you have to pre-package stuff for people. All right, so I got to get a box prepared for him when he comes. I mean, here you got a box for 3 days of food, but let's talk about what's in it. I got black beans and I got clam. Well, people in Louisiana and New Orleans eat red beans. If you come with black beans, they think something wrong with that. Black beans, give me a break. You know, something wrong with it. Clams, come on, you know, I like oysters and fish. So that I give several people boxes like that, what you think they're gonna do? Man, I'm not coming to that place. So you stuck with a whole bunch of canned goods. They're gonna respond. So we said, no, we're not gonna do that. So you had the group coming in and meaning well, but it was causing problems. We know that we had to keep our center prepared so we can have room for saws and hammers and nails and those kind of things, and just enough clothes for the few people that's there. So we hooked up a place called Rainbow Kitchen, where we just got a few items. And our biggest thing we needed was a lot of water. So we kept water for people, those kind of things. So groups would come in and just sit, and we had a group came in and they brought us, now this is this now, we don't even have houses, and they brought us typewriters. Not computers, man. You know what I'm saying? Typewriters.
That's so you could write your story.
You know, and so we said, man, no. So we said, hold on, we don't want no trouble. So, unless we know what you're coming in. Because people mean well, you know, I mean, you got clothes for days. One thing we know about people, you got to get people to look at their basic needs. What people need is home. What people need is fun, so that they can buy sheetrock and those kind of things. And so we stuck with the basics. We kept our emphasis on rebuilding. We need tools. You can give us nails and hammers and saws and generators. That's what people need. So I would suggest that they work with groups, and when those groups can tell them what they need. And that's what's been helping us, because people say, how can we help you? You know, so the other thing I forgot to mention, with our distribution center, now that we're at the level the schools are open and families are back, we've gotten rid of all the clothes and little food that we have. So we're taking that trailer now and we turn it into a technology center. But we're going to put in 10 computers in there and some printers. And the other part of the distribution center, we turn it into a nutrition center for women, where we're putting in 4 treadmills and stationary bicycles, and we're putting some TV monitors in there. So if they love the soap opera, they can watch the soap opera while they're on the treadmill. So that's to get folks in to look at the other part to deal with people's health, because we don't have no walking trail and all that. So the distribution center gonna now become a technology center and a nutrition center. And we have another room in the back for a lot of weight equipment. So which means in the daytime, family members can come in, you know, and get maybe a beacon and learn how to type, get on the internet and do those things. So we're trying to do things that we know that our people need and not to deal with the stuff, you know, because you gotta deal with the basics. So I highly recommend check with some group and ask them what they need and give them that.
Sounds like you could use those bunnies though.
In terms of looking at the whole thing in aggregate, would you say with the construction and the aid you have, are you 50%, you know, have you completed 50% of what you wanted to do in terms of construction, or 30%, or?
No, I would tell you right now, based on where we started and where we was trying to get at, I would say we like almost like 70-80%, just in terms of where we wanted to be at. Because I really didn't think that we would be in November actually laying the foundation and constructing new houses for the bottom up. That never was, I knew it was gonna happen, but I knew it was gonna be that close. I didn't think that we would have the majority of houses on the structure where it's at now. But it's been happening in just amazing kind of way. God has just been so good to us, just don't believe it, because I never thought that we'll be at this point. The first house we got it out was on Thanksgiving Day, you know. And here now, my mother would be back in our house next week, and we'd have about over 12 people in their homes on Thanksgiving Day. And then we actually be having house framed on, you know, about Thanksgiving. Hopefully we got 6 house framed, you know, so that has exceeded our expectation. To have so many people back home in FEMA trailer connected to the houses, you know, exceeded our expectations. So I would say in terms of organization, in terms of what our vision was about and our goal is, I would say we 80%, you know, where we needed to be at. You know, so I didn't expect that. And I would say we're about 60 to 65% of the residents actually back home.